Hi everybody, this is Mike G from Mr. G TV, and how are you? How is life treating you? How are you treating yourself, which is more to the point? I'm a massive believer in creating your own reality, and when you use the word reality and universal consciousness and stuff like that, it switches a lot of people off. Don't switch this off. I'm an engineer by background, if you've been following me, and my first vehicle for transformation was Mind Focus Groups. I developed that company whilst I was working for the AA. I was a patrolman for 32 years in Manchester and North Wales, and I used to fix cars. Now I fix people. I used to help people in a breakdown situation, and now I help people in a breakdown situation. And I use energy and consciousness. What does that mean? Well, consciousness is your mind. It's far more than your mind, because your mind isn't in your head. Your mind is everywhere. People might think that the mind is in the body, but I want you to think about this. Your body is in the mind, and there's no separation between you and the universal mind. You've got like a mini universe, which they call the micro, and then you've got the big cosmic universe, which is called the macro. There's no separation. There's absolutely no separation. And if you think about that, you'll know that that's true, because when you were at your best psychically, which possibly you wouldn't call psychic, you'd just say, well, I was really, I was listening to the signs, I was intuitive there, I knew that was going to happen, I knew that didn't smell right, that didn't taste right. And we use these expressions of didn't smell right, something smelled funny, didn't taste right, that person or that event left a funny taste in my mouth. That's your ESP. Those are your extra senses, those are your macro senses, those are your universal extra senses. But in this body, in the mini universe, we tend to think we've just got 5 senses: touch, taste, sight, sound and smell. Trust me, you've got far more than that, but you're not taught it in school. And you're not taught it by your parents unless they were awakened and enlightened. And although my parents got me to go to Sunday school, most religions are limiting, although they were designed to be liberating, but they were controlled by people. Scribes wrote the Bible. What Jesus said, or Muhammad said, or Allah said, or Buddha said, or Krishna said was controlled. It's rather like the spin doctors of today. You get good politicians, they go into parliament with freedom thoughts and liberating thoughts, and they want to do the right thing by the people, and then they get controlled by the system. That quite happens to psychics as well, and church people. They go in well-meaning on a mission, and then unfortunately they are manipulated by the system. One of the things I've fought against most of my life in a peaceful way is the system. I didn't fit in at school. When I was an AA patrolman, I did it my own way. I got lots of commendations, but I possibly never pleased my managers, and I know that one of my managers watches me, so I'm sorry, Chris, that I never achieved my figures, but I enjoyed myself for 32 years and made a lot of members happy. Because we're targeted in all areas of our life. We're targeted at school, we have league tables at work, we're micromanaged, everything is controlled. We feel controlled, and at the moment we're under massive suppression, oppression and control. And the only way you can free yourself, in my opinion, is by using your mind. They can't imprison your thoughts. If you ever read the autobiography of people who've been incarcerated, can't think of the guy's name now. He was locked up to a radiator for something like 20, 30 years. And when they free them, like Nelson Mandela, but I'm thinking of another guy, Terry Waite, that's the fella, Terry Waite. What he did was he played in his mind every day a day in the life when he was free, even though he was incarcerated. He set his mind free using his imagination. And your imagination is the nation of your images. Image, nation, imagination. And I use what's called Imagineering. I am a hypnotist corporately. I can do entertainment, but I only demonstrate that for charity. My process is basically to free people's minds, to lift restrictions, self-limitations that people impose upon themselves because of conditioned thinking, and school conditions your thinking. work conditions your thinking. Most institutions condition your thinking. People now, with what's going on in the world, are beginning to realise that there's so much BS out there. I mean, even people who are running the institutions and giving us the laws aren't living by the laws. That's been a big thing in the news at the moment, hasn't it? About Boris Johnson sort of telling everybody else what to do, but completely breaking the law himself. But have you realised how they seem to get away with it? Have you noticed how they own the authorities, the police, the media, the banks? They own the whole system. This is the government. And the etymology of government, you've probably heard me say this before, is to govern your mentality. You've got to govern your own mentality. I've been on Mr. GTV posting, and the last one was January the 1st, meditation, session 3 we're at the moment. I'll be posting session 4 tomorrow, and I want to encourage you that if you haven't followed the series, go back to session 1, do that for a couple of days, then learn what I say in session 2, then session 3. They're only short videos, 5 or 6 minutes, but there's massive liberating techniques in those audios that will allow you to learn how to become a master of your mind and to use your imagination in such a powerful way. And it's useful in business, in life, for health, for relationships, for parenting, for kids, for schooling, for learning, for an academic study, for creativity, for peace of mind, so that you can have an amazing life. So I'm going to be coming on more often now. I intended to do more at the beginning of the year, but as I say, unfortunately Wi-Fi in Thailand is a bit iffy, so I can't always upload the videos that I make. And then because I say specific things on specific days, if I can't upload them, they become obsolete. So I'm back on now, my Wi-Fi's fixed. So I'm hoping to have a better relationship with you guys. I'm here to help. I'm here to help you overcome all the obstacles that stand in the way of your health, happiness and success in life and business. And I just want to say that whatever's going on in the world doesn't have to change the way that you feel about yourself and the quality of your life. The quality of your life is a choice. The things that you think about will control the things that you bring about, and you can bring about a wonderful, empowering, magical life. And I'm here to share that with you. So check back for more nuggets of wisdom from me, Mike G, on Mr. GTV, and share the channel, subscribe and like, because there's lots of good stuff to come during 2022. Take care. God bless.